You are listening to a Daydreamers podcast, and we are the Daydreamers. I am Erin.
I'm Kayshana.
And a Daydreamers podcast is the reminder to do what makes you happy. And Kayshana, what have you done to make yourself happy?
I went to the gym.
Yay!
Yay! Fun times for everybody involved.
Yes.
It's just nice to, try to get some new footing and things there or whatever,
Yeah.
So it's nice, this gym.
Like this is did they have a daycare at this gym?
Girl, I don't bring my child to the gym.
I'm just asking.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay, so you didn't even inquire if they had that. I was just okay.
I'm not doing that.
Well, sometimes they're just forthcoming with that information when you do your gym tour or whatever.
No, I did not go to the big gym. I worked out here at our gym here.
Oh, okay. At the house.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I
mean, but they do have childcare at the other gym, but I'm not taking him.
Yeah.
Today.
They had at the wellness
This is personal. No judges if anybody else decides they want to do that. Ooh, excuse me. My child is also really little. So
you need some coffee?
I can't have that because then we'll have coffee.
Oh, yeah. Just right.
And y'all know I'm talking about breastfeeding. So yeah, no. I think you can have like a little bit of caffeine or whatever, but I don't want to squeeze it. I just
a little bit. Because when I was breastfeeding, when I was still breastfeeding, I would just, of course, I drink coffee in the morning, and I may have some like in the early afternoon. But like when I was breastfeeding, it was like the smallest amount. Well, no, I probably got like a medium cappuccino from the truck stop.
I think you can do that. I just don't.
But like I would have it like early in the day. But yeah,
he's just too little for that. For me personally, that's all. He's so little. So no.
To take him to the gym.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, that's what I was saying. When I was in West Monroe at the Wellness Center, which is like I love that facility. I'm not there right now, but like I want to go back so bad. But they have a daycare as well, and so I didn't. But the baby had to be. I think the baby had to be 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
maybe.
Usually they have to be. Yeah, they got to be substantial.
6 months, but like I still didn't bring the Sephora initially because also at that time, like I was when I first went back to work, I just wasn't able to add anything else to what I had to do, which was just getting us up and leaving the house. That was it. But like when I was working from home for a bit, I didn't because I could go. I had a flexible schedule when I could work from home. Like I didn't really have to clock in or out. It was just like get your work done, answer an email, whenever, But oh yes, girl, look at my new waffle iron. For those that are okay,
Patreon PC.
Yeah. First of all, go to Patreon because if you go to Patreon, you will see that I am in my kitchen. We had to record today because last weekend life happened and we just weren't able to get on board, which is fine. Well, I think it was me. It was me more so this time. But anyway.
It don't matter who it was, whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't. But life happened. And then today I was like, we were supposed to do it yesterday, but what did I do? Anyway, it didn't happen. And then today I was like, you know what time you want to do it today? Because I'm committed. We got to get this. We got to get a show. And I was like, even if I have to do it, Kayshana was up and I was surprised because you are normally not like the morning person. You're like afternoon. Whereas I'm like, let's get this thing knocked out at like 5 a.m. if you and I both
because
are up.
Normally what happens is I have a lot of trouble sleeping. I have a lot of sleep issues. And also that's like his middle of the night feeding. Like I'll feed him and then I'll go back to after that I really do go to sleep, but that's around like maybe 4 or something. I'll feed him and then I'll pump and then I'll go go lay down, go back because I'll actually be asleep around that time, but I don't go to sleep. It takes a lot for me to get to sleep sometimes. And I'm hoping that starting back working out will help that. I mean, I can't say if it has or hasn't. I guess it kind of has. I'd be tired. But like, I don't know. We'll see. It's only been like a couple weeks, maybe, like of consistency. So like we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, what did you do besides open the new waffle maker?
Besides opening my waffle? What did I do? I got a list. So first of all, I got something that I've been wanting to get for a long, 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 long time. You see on my neck, you have to be on Patreon, of course. Just subscribe. We have subscriptions starting at $5 literally. But that is an R initial. Yeah, like I've been wanting to get, like, most people get like they kids initial and their kids' names and stuff like that. No, I was always been down for Ragnar. But anyway, but then also like because I'm so extra, I was going through our jewelry and I came across Larry's championship ring from college.
Oh, that's not that man.
It is. And I got it around my neck like I'm in high school. Like this ring right here on my finger don't mark me enough, but here we go, right here. But it's not his class ring, but it's his championship ring, and I just love it. And I was just like, yes, I'm wearing it. And yes, I was that girl in high school who wore her boyfriend's class ring around their neck.
Whatever makes you happy.
Yes, and it does. Oh, girl, the thing that really made me happy and that's really got me the way I am right now, talking and moving around and stuff. I finally got my prescription. I'm on day 4 of ADHD medicine.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm glad that congratulations, not that you got it, but that is working for you, that you have something
because
working for you.
You know what? Like sometimes when you're going through something, like this may be extreme. Oh, I'll bring it to me. So not to just not to just generalize it to everybody. So like in college, I was in a situation with this man, blah, 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 blah. And gaslighting was so for real. I was so young and stupid. He was very, very much older than me. But
you were not stupid.
Okay,
you knew what you knew at the time for where you were.
I'm
for your age at the time. You knew for your set of experiences.
You're absolutely right. I knew what I knew. Because BS at 21, I could pick up on. But his
that frontal lobe was not
over 10 years older than me. BS. I didn't
not
even
develop. And red flag, but you didn't even know there was a red flag.
No,
and he knew it. He knew
right. You could tell something's off, but you'd be like, something just. Okay. But anyway, girl. But when everything was all said and done, and I was like, ooh. Like at first, I wasn't even heartbroken or mad. I was just like, ooh. I'm glad to know I'm not crazy. Because motherfuckers will have you thinking you're crazy.
They will. Or attempt to. They'll try.
And it's like, I'm thinking something was wrong with me. I'm just happy to know. And then you get heartbroken and pissed off and mad and want to cut niggas' tires and stuff like that. But
I've never done anything like that. I've thought about it and I didn't. But what was funny? Something happened. There was a situation. I didn't do it. Somebody else did. And I still don't know who did it to this day, but I thank you. And for that, I say thank you.
Shout out, friend.
And for that, I say thank you. Because I surely thought about it. But
shout out to that friend that just anonymously did their duties.
And the thing about it, the kicker is the kicker? I don't even think it couldn't have been, it wasn't anybody on my side because they would have told me. Like I don't think it had anything to do with me. It was just, I think it was somebody else for some other reason. And still, for that, I say thank you.
Shout out to those
no matter how you got it.
Not all superheroes wear capes.
They don't.
Some
of them just have, pocket knives.
Yeah. So, but basically, yeah, like with the whole thing was like with me being on ADHD medicine, like I finally was affirmed in my thinking that, because I've been thinking this for years, and we talked about this. My coping skills and mechanisms all went to hell when Zipporah came. I just couldn't manage, and so from 20. When was she born? 20? Yeah. So for years, I've been like, am I losing my mind? Something wrong? I've talked about this, but yeah, like, it just feels so good. And like, even when I found out all that shit that man was doing, I was just like, oh my God, I knew. Oh.
You knew it was something. You just didn't know exactly what it was.
Yes. But anyway, what really brought my calling my doctor up about it, because I've been talking about it forever, but what really made me just like push it The catalyst was I was in a meeting, a benchmark meeting with my two team leads. And one of the things, and I'll be open about what was discussed, but like one of the things, the main thing was like, they're like, you know what you're doing. But I was still making, I won't say mistakes, but doing things that someone would do who like just started. And it's like, you've been here for a minute. You know, like you may need to get better, sharpen your skills, fine tune some things, work on speed, that, like stuff like that. You know, that's any and everybody with whatever new skill task they're doing. And I was, I'm receptive, I'm receiving, and I was surprised by what they were saying. One of the team leads was like, when it was all said and done, she was like, do you have ADD? And I was like, you know what? You are not the first person to ask me that. And she was like, and I'm only asking because I have it and I just see things. And I was like, you are not, once again, not the first person to ask me that and then say that same thing. And so that was the catalyst. Like, as soon as I was like, I'm in my head at that point, like, I didn't say I tuned out, but I was just like, I'm calling my doctor tomorrow. And one of the things that we talked about in my appointment, he made the comment like, if it's being brought up at work, then we need to go ahead and do something about it. He was like, all the other stuff we talked about and the reasons why I feel like I need it, why he thinks I need it, what we're going to try. Yeah. But then he was like, at the end of it, he was like, and if it's being brought up at work, yeah. And the thing is like, and the team lead who asked me if I had ADD said this, she was like, Erin, you're creative and you do so many things. You just do a lot of stuff. Probably when you're doing all your creative stuff, it's probably okay that you're all over the place or skipping around or whatever, just whatever I'm going through or whatever. But dental assisting, because of how it is, you have to stay on track. There are timelines there, all this type of stuff. And that makes sense. I got to thinking about it. And I was like, any job I had that wasn't in the creative space, like banking and summer teaching and stuff like that, like I would be like, oh, I hate this. Well, maybe I didn't hate it. Maybe it was just because I couldn't function and I couldn't stay on track or I couldn't stay on task or whatever. But when I'm in marketing or whatever, it was all good. I was killing the game. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did to make myself happy. All right. I'm just running off. I realize that now. Being on this medicine for like 4 or 5 days, like I just be doing this. And I literally, the last couple of days, I'll go to work and be like, Erin, answer the question. That's it. Say the facts and the point. That's it. Do not. Because I'm just like, okay, I'm done.
Okay. I said, you're producing today though, so you still have to you have the next.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, okay. I didn't know if you were going to have like a follow-up or something. Okay. Yeah, so what has your head in the clouds?
Processing something and like acknowledging, taking accountability and things for things or whatever. Mm-hmm. If you have to process something or take accountability for something you did or didn't do or whatever, and going through those feelings and all of that jazz, does not mean that you won't still feel guilty about it later. Mm-hmm. Or have any kind of feelings about it later. You still can have feelings about it. Like you're still going to, more than likely. That doesn't mean processing something or taking accountability for something doesn't mean you don't have any feelings about it. Any residual feelings about it. Whatever the thing is, that's all that has come up. That, and I keep saying this, these are just some things that have come up in different conversations. We live in a world of multiple truths. Like we just live in a world of multiple truths, multiple and simultaneous truths. Like multiple things can be true at one time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. That's all. So people will act like you can only do or think one thing or one way. You can do multiple things. That's all. It just, I don't know. That keeps coming up. Mom. She's helping.
Mom. One of the things that got my head in the clouds.
The way you.
Do you see who that is?
No.
Before, wait, don't pull in that drawer.
There's no time to waste.
Is that NSYNC? So she likes NSYNC?
And in the end, it's gonna be me. Zipporah is all into like the boy band, specifically NSYNC. That's her thing now.
I thought it was gonna be
It
K-pop,
was
girl.
for a moment. For a moment, it was Cupid. It was Cupid with Cupid Shuffle to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, and then also.
Why they got a Kids Bop version of it?
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
But yeah, she was very much about Cupid, and it was to the right, to the left, meaning the Cupid Shuffle, and then slide to the right, talking about flex. But now we're like all about NSYNC, and the main reason why is because of Trolls. Trolls is all about the boy bands, and Justin Timberlake is like does the music and stuff like that. He also like voices one of the main characters, like the guy main character, Branch. Apparently, like Branch was in a boy band with his older brothers long time ago, and it's like a huge, the biggest like boy band ever, or whatever. And then come to find out, he was also in another boy band, which happens to be the NSYNC Trolls, like the NSYNC Trolls. It's NSYNC. So my grown 39-year-old self is watching the movie, tripping out because Trolls is singing Boys to Men. Trolls bust out talking about doom 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 da da doom doom. I was like, I want you back, girl. Yeah, like they're singing like who else? New Kids on the Block, and of course they bust out some NSYNC and stuff. And
they gotta put something in there for the grown people that are in the theaters.
So because of that, like I've just been like, she's been listening to like the Trolls version of the song. I started playing like the actual songs and stuff. They're like one of the songs Trolls is singing is New Edition's Candy Girl. And so I started playing that song. At first she was just like, I don't know about this, But then she started grooving to it. And then she didn't really care for their video, which makes sense because it's so old school, But I started playing NSYNC and Bye 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 came on. Girl, that was it. It's been Bye 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 song all day, all night. I ain't really mad about that. You know why? Because I was an NSYNC girl. I wasn't really too much into the Backstreet Boys, but I definitely was an NSYNC girl. So yeah, it's like NSYNC around here.
Oh. Speaking of children's music, we are a Jules TV household.
Oh yeah, JOOL.
Mm-hmm.
No, baby, this is rinsed off. So wash it off with water.
Us and this damn Three Little Pigs song.
Mm-hmm. Have you done Doggyland?
Yeah, it goes up here.
Have you done Doggyland?
Mm-mm.
That's what Snoop Dogg. That's his thing.
Interesting.
Very much so. Yeah, it's cool. What else?
To like that.
Pass my head in the class. Okay, so Reebok running shorts, running shorts. Okay, so I took Zipporah to the zoo yesterday, and I don't like all my biking shorts are like old because I've been wearing them for like 4 years, so they're just old. I don't even have no more. Like I got this one pair I got on right now. That's enough water, baby. Good job. Good job. And so like, I was like, I'm just gonna get some running shorts. And then also the other thing is like, Larry always be like, put some on your waist when I'll be walking around with tights on when I leave the house with like biking shorts. Like people will see this ass regardless, but whatever. I don't feel like it. Thank you so much. So I was like, I'll get running shorts, So I go on the Walmart, get my groceries, throw in a pair of shorts too. And for the running shorts. Girl, I put them things on. Why are they like drawers?
So cool.
Why are they panties? And then I was thinking about it like I wore running shorts in the past, and I ain't never been 250, but I've always been a solid chick. Mm-hmm. I've always been a wide chick and a big leg chick, even for various levels of skinny. But like, and they ain't never fit like panties. These like panties, girl. And I was thinking about like the way the running shorts are now. They're very they're very cheeky, but a peak.
I was gonna say they come up at an angle. They're cut in a certain way. So, yeah, but you have to get the kind where they have, and they're so freaking cute. There's like they have it's almost like they have biking shorts underneath. They're not biking shorts because they're not that long. Mm-hmm. They're like regular short inseam length. But the point is it's like some biking shorts, but then on top of it, it's like a looser material on top. but they're not like long. Does that make any sense? So
yeah,
like
it does.
the panty part will be underneath, and then there's like a looser on the outside.
Yeah, and so I thought about just wearing like my slip shorts underneath them. But I was like, the purpose of me wearing this is because it's hot and I don't want to wear extra clothes and stuff like that. I did tie some around my waist because I was just like, yeah, Larry's going to lose his stuff if he see me walking around in pink drawers, basically. Okay. And I got pictures. I was cute in them. I mean, I ain't mad at it.
Like, that's not the question. The point is the thighs was cut.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, like, they'll be cool for me to wear around the house, but it's just not something I'm just going to be like wearing. So I was like, maybe I'll go to like tennis skirts. But anyway, all I want to say is Reebok, like.
Then you got to be careful with them because you know they come up in the back. When you got tail, let me tell you something. When you got some tail and you try to put on one of them skirts, it always
it be lifted.
It just sits. Yeah, it just I hate that.
I used to always have to get like with my school uniforms, get like a longer or a bigger skirt, so that when it come up in the back, it'll still be low.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, girl, I get it, but like I ain't mad Reebok, and they some nice shorts. I like them. I'm gonna get some more, but like. I can't. Who running in? I put them on and I was like, where am I running to?
Okay, so remember when we were in school?
Mommy,
that's all people used to wear to class. Like they wore them thing. All they wore was like running shorts and hoodies.
Talking about like in college.
In college, yeah. It was always running shorts. And like that was like the uniform.
But I'm like
not cold otherwise.
But I put these shorts on and I was like, why even have them in a double XL? Because we are not running.
Because people fit them.
We are not running. Nowhere in these shorts. I fit them. But the whole
thighs put some shorts under.
The whole thighs out. You basically need to put like running tights up under them because they draws. Like the whole thighs out. The whole hunk of meat right there in the middle of the thighs out. Literally a cheek is out. Is like right there. The poor girl. So we have to come back on our cousin again, girl, because she opened the refrigerator door last night and it's so junky and I need to clean it out. She was like, what the hell is going on in here?
No, she didn't. 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 I refuse to believe.
I'm not even mad about it, but
here's that. I'm not mad because what the hell is going on?
But
not she used it correctly. Like
correctly.
She used it correctly.
I said, oh, okay.
My God.
Mm-hmm. But I sent you that video on Instagram. Can you pull it up?
Say that women of a certain age shouldn't wear things that are above our knee. You see my face. Why can't I show my 66-year-old knees if I can show my 66-year-old face? I feel that bras should be seen. Why would I buy such a pretty color bras? It's lace, it's green. Why would I buy this and hide it underneath? No one sees it. I'm in a restaurant and I had on a crop. I don't know what they call them these days, but my belly was out. The lady that was standing next to me, she kept looking at my stomach. I finally said to her, it's okay. It's just a little nana belly. I know you're not used to seeing that from women of a certain age. No, it's not flat because who said it has to be flat? I don't hold my stomach in and I have a lot. It's mine. Who says fat is bad? No one complains about a fat wallet.
And that is from Style Like You. And I think her account, the person speaking, is that funking, Funking, after 50. After 50.
Yeah, so, and thank you, Kayshawn, for reading that because I got my hands full over here. The poor is washing dishes and making all the noise. But I came across this woman, I think before I went on my Passover, Easter, Lent. Before I went on my Lent fast of giving up social media, whatever. So I was just going through anything that inspired me to the new person I wanted to be after Lent. I added them because I would totally forget. But anyway, she was one of them. And like, so I still haven't really just like jumped all into her her feed and like what all she does and everything. But like just looking at her, I was like, I love her vibe. Like she speaks to me. Cause she is so unconventional. You know what I'm saying? Like she looks different. She's this funky, spunky, older Black woman, wears a lot of colors, wears what she wants. Like she really, it didn't seem to me, and based on that Instagram clip you just played for me, like she doesn't live by should. Like at this age, you should be doing this. At this time, you should be doing this. You are this gender, you should act this way. You should, I feel like should just puts like a perimeter, like barriers around us and limits what we can do. Like I get like in some instances, like, okay, at work, you should have this type of behavior, depending on the job it is or whatever. Like I get stuff like that, but just like how you live your daily life. Yeah, I just like that about her. And when like I came across that clip, I was like, yes, ma'am. I ain't saying I'm gonna wear my bra because that's just me. But I mean a little peak, you know. But like I get what she was saying.
Ma, I need small.
You need a small spoon. Here, get this. There you go, babe. Thank you for washing my dishes. I like her message. And like I have to think about stuff like that when I decide to do the things that I do that are not like that's not like everyone else. And like the other thing is like it's really hard, in my opinion. It can be hard to march to your own beat. It's really hard to do that. With so many people looking at you, judging you, or just questioning how you do things. Like it can be hard to be your genuine self, enjoy the things that you like, dress the way you like, do your nails the way you like. And like I think about this often because several times, like I don't even think I'm that odd of a person or weird of a person, or I'm not even that free spirited. Like I'm chill, but I don't even feel like I'm that free spirited for the reactions that I get from people. I just think because they just are like French tip and I'm like a different color on every finger of my nails or whatever. And I'm like the claw nails when I get them done or whatever. And even still, when I do that, it's not even the extreme. I'm mild in comparison to what people do in those type of, with that or whatever. But I just always think about like, well, should I do this? Should I buy these pants from Fashion Nova? These jeans that are like wide leg and I absolutely love them, but they have like smiley face patches on them. I bought them and I wore them. But I'm like, should I, as a 30-something, almost 40-year-old woman, do this? And then I'm like, Erin, you like these pants? Buy these fucking pants.
It's pants. Should will have you depressed if you lean too much into should, like you were saying about, oh, I am at this stage, I should be doing this, or I should have this, or because the things that we are told we should have had or should be doing, the circumstances are completely different. You cannot base what you should or should not be doing societally or whatever when it's not even the same rules to the game. You can't base it off of that. It's antiquated. It's a lot of people right now. We can just take home ownership for right now. It's difficult. It's difficult right now. And it doesn't matter how well you're doing or how whatever. Like, oh, you should have this by now. You should be. And also, you have to redefine your definition of success. You cannot base your success off of your happiness and your goals off of somebody else's definition of success. Everybody don't want a home. Everybody don't want a degree. Everybody don't want, you know what I mean? So what you have to make sure you need to reevaluate and really take a look at some of your goals and see where they're coming from. If they're really genuinely yours, then that's dope. That's fine. But if you look at them and you see that there are other people's measures of success or what you thought success was supposed to be or happiness or whatever, you may want to, revisit that and maybe set some new things. Because if not, you can reach all those goals or whatever, you're still not gonna be happy, or you're still not gonna you're gonna feel like something is missing because none of it was yours to begin with. if you are able to reach them, because again, like I was just saying about those antiquated rules, the antiquated game, we're not even in the same game to be having the same shoulds and you should do this and you should have this and you should. We're not even in the same game. We're not even speaking the same language no more. This is Cantonese, where it used to be English. I'm just saying it's completely different, and that's dang near for everything. So even when you look at like stuff you want to do for your kids and stuff like that, like you should do this and we had this and you should have this by now and they shouldn't. Some of it applies, but a lot of it just doesn't, because we also know different and we know better and we know that these things, some of the shoulds and needs that people have set up, we've learned that they're not needs and they're not should and they're not best practices, or they're not the best thing. Or hell, it might just not be the best thing for your family or for you. Hell,
right?
Your should come from you. That's a good should, you know. And then like think about why you feel like you should, not just because you should, but like why? What's your why? You know, and because you like something is enough of a reason. The same way you not doing something, not like health impacting things, but like the same way, like you not doing something is enough of a reason for you not to do it because you don't want to. That's enough. I'm just saying that is enough. You don't want to go, don't go. That's enough. You do not have to explain. You do not have to. There's a way to do it, but basically what I'm saying is your desires are enough of a reason. There's a way.
There's what?
There's always a way. You can always choose to be kind or whatever that is. Oh, that's a whole show.
What?
Being nice and being kind, the differences and things like that.
Especially in the South.
Get you in trouble. Nice
nasty.
Get you ran over.
We nice nasty.
Ooh, that's such a loaded
that's what I was getting to say. We will bust a bless your heart in a hard minute.
That's such a loaded statement. Oh my God. Bless her heart.
That wraps up another show. Thank you for listening to a Daydreamers podcast. Follow us on all the socials at Love Erin AD, at KHD Studios, and a Daydreamers podcast. Rate us and leave us a review, but only if it's a good one. That's the only way Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other platforms know just how fabulous we are. Also, subscribe to our Patreon. Subscriptions start at $5 and the proceeds go towards keeping the podcast alive. When you subscribe, you get access to visuals and video recordings of our episodes, sneak peeks, and early access to our individual and private works. See you next time. Bye.